Hey, what's going on, guys? Phil here. Welcome back to some MechWarrior 5 Clans news. We've got a new DLC, and it is called Ghost Bear Flash Storm. This is coming out of April of 2025. And some first things we're going to talk about, of course, is the mech in front of you and elementals. Now, I was very critical of this in the base game of Clans, that they showcase elementals, I think, twice in the game. They even speak about them in a mission, but you never actually see them in any gameplay. Just letting everybody know, there's new designs on the store. The Thug and the Star Slayer. Also, mouse pads. Not test mats, mouse pads. But we have those too. Go get one. NoGutsNoCalcs.net. I'll have a link in the description below. That changes today. But the first thing is, we've got a new DLC. It doesn't look like they're continuing the Smoke Jaguar campaign. And of course, again, spoiler alerts, you got some choices to make there at the end. Hope you made the right choice. Did you make the right choice in history? I don't know. But anyways, let's go ahead and dive into the details here. We have a new campaign. Leo Showers is dead as Ulrich Karinsky changes the rules of engagement. Clan Ghost Bear, Bear Khan, Bjorn Jorgensen, and Aletha Kabrinsky plot their next moves as they strive to take their lead in the race towards Terra. Now, for those that don't know, for the 4 invading clans, Ghost Bear does something a little bit different, and historically they actually sort of set up shop in the inner sphere because they realized logistic lines would be a problem. I wish some of the other clans learned this as well. Also, Ulrich Karinsky, for those that are not lore aware, that is the Khan of Clan Wolf who becomes Ilkhan, and that is basically the high guy, again, as Leo Showers. Anyways, I digress. Looks like we got a new storyline. We got a character here. Is this Aletha? I don't know. We can only assume. Now, I'm going to go ahead and click over here. We have a new unit. Take command of the Silver Root Kashyyyk, an elite unit tasked with providing Ghost Bear's strength and reclaiming lost glory. Engage in a trial possession to claim the powerful Ebon Jaguar and the Night Gear mechs. For those that don't know, trials of possession in clans is like, hey, I want that. I challenge you, and I'm going to take that. That's basically what it is. There's some bidding between the warriors and, or in this case, clans, and whoever comes out on top wins or loses if you get it. So anyways, there's that. So you can see here the bear claws, if you will. And we've got a new battle. Face off against the legendary Second Sword of Light in a battle for control of Alshane, a world replete with mech factories and orbital shipyards capable of producing warships. Now, of course, you're fighting the Draconis Combine yet again, which of course is expected, just like the Jaguars did, because you're cutting through on that right side of the map. And this actually, Alshane has a big historic piece for me, at least, because it gives me flashbacks of a little bit of MechWarrior 2, Ghost Bear Legacy as well, which also had Alshane as part of that. So we've got a few things going on here. We've got, of course, new characters that we're going to be introduced to, a new clan, which, by the way, all clans are very, very different from each other. You have your political extremes, if you will, and Smoke Jaguars were one of the, I would say, most radical of one side, and Ghost Bear is definitely a little bit more, I want to say neutral, but in the middle of it. If you take two extremes, but anyways, we're going to get into that. We have some new Omni-Mechs. Of course, the base game had, the 16 mechs. This is going to introduce the Night Gear, the Ebon Jaguar, the Fire Moth, and Huntsman. We actually just got the Fire Moth in MechWarrior Online, which, by the way, I'll do a self-plug here. Did you know that there's a PvP game called MechWarrior Online? If you play MechWarrior 5 or MechWarrior 5 Clans and you didn't know anything about it, you should check it out at MW5mercs.com. You can come hang out. I live stream it almost daily. If PGI isn't going to promote it, I guess I will. So MechWarrior Online, PvP action. It's fun. It's entertaining. We've been playing it for like 13 years, but nobody talks about it. So I'm going to do that. Come join us. We got the Fire Moth. We've been playing with the Night Gear, the Ebon Jaguar, and the Huntsman, and a multitude of other mechs that aren't even in this game or what we're about to talk about. There's a ton out there. If you want customization, it's where you go. Anyways, let's just move down here. We've got new battle mechs. Now, what is the difference between a Omni mech and a battle mech? Omni mechs, obviously, you're hot swapping the Omni pods, right? Whereas battle mechs, you're not doing that. Battle mechs have fixed variants, which means fixed hard points. So one Hunchback 2C against the other, you actually can swap out the engine. You can swap out, does it have jump jets or doesn't. You can swap out the weapons. They are introducing that mechanic too. It looks like MW5 Clans, and there's some screenshots here. And of course, if we check this out, we can see the Hunchback in action here. And again, this is particularly the 2C one. This is known as a Solima unit, a backworlds go out in glory. You have two UAC 20s and just mow them down or die trying. We also have the Rifleman 2C, the Jenner 2C, and Kodiak. Now, the Jenner and the Rifleman and the Hunchback are retrofits from the originals. Obviously, they look a little bit different, but they're basically just upgrades of the Inner Seer from 300 years ago. Whereas the Kodiak, well, it's the epitome of Clan Ghost Bear, right? It looks like a bear. It's going to claw your face off, all the things. So anyways, here is a look here at the Ghost Bear. Again, we've been using this mech for years in MechWarrior Online. So none of these are new to MechWarrior Online fans, but now they're here. So they are definitely getting their money's worth out of these 3D models that they're using in multiple different products. So I just find it funny. They just don't talk about MWO. Anyways, this is about Mech5 Clans Ghost Bear DLC. Let's go ahead and go down here. As you can see here, here is a screenshot of the Mech Lab. As I mentioned, this is an Omni Mechs. This is the Kodiak 1A. The Kodiak 1A will have a ballistic slot in the right torso and the left torso missile. You notice here that with an Omni Mech, you can't swap those. So those are hard fixed. Now, what you can do is you can swap out the weapon here. So you've got a UAC 20. You can remove that and you can replace it with another ballistic weapon. The other big difference here is what I'm about to show you, which is the center torso, the engine, the core of the mech. In a battle mech, at least how it is in MechWarrior Online and now this game, you can actually take that engine out and replace it with a bigger, unless it's the max size, which in this case, it is the max size. A Clan XL400 is the max engine, and you can drop it down. So let's just say you wanted more tonnage for weight. You can actually drop this down to like just say a 330 or something. Now there's other things here with like internal double heat sinks that are also equipped to the engine. That's for another story. Also, just to sort of note here, on battle mechs, at least how they did it with MechWarrior Online, and now it looks like Clans, you can change from standard internal structure to Indo-steel structure. Now, why would you do that? Again, that's a different video here. But what that allows you to do is really get all the weight savings you can into these mechs from a clan perspective. So like for instance, some mechs, the summoner doesn't have Indo-steel that actually gives more free tonnage. It has ferrofibrous. This, you can get the benefits of both worlds, and it does look like it's unlocked here. So we'll see, I guess, on that one. But anyways, just another look here. Here's engines. And again, what they're going to do is you'll have a minimum engine and you'll have a maximum engine size. And again, what that basically allows you to do here, you can see a 300 is 15.5 tons, whereas a 400 is 33.5 tons. That is a big delta of weaponry that you can also equip to your mech. And so depending on your playstyle, do you want something that has range? You don't need as much speed. You can just alpha strike. Well, maybe the 300's for you. Do you want to get in close and brawl? Well, maybe the 400 or a 360 or a 380 is for you. That's what this is about, and that's what this is showcasing right here. So a little bit different from Clans, and I'm sure I'll cover more details later on this. But let's go ahead and talk about battlefield enhancements. Elementals. They listened. Thank you, Piranha Games, for listening. Elementals. Star Commander Rook leads his elemental point in support of your star. Direct Rook and his point using the command wheel while facing the elemental squads of Jade Falcon and Smoke Jaguar. Now, I want to point something out here. If you have no idea what an elemental is, just imagine the most frightening thing you can as far as power armor, genetically enhanced monster humans inside that are built to just basically take a punishment and be able to field these suits of power armor. Oh, and if they get on your mech, generally speaking, you're hosed. At least it is in the lore. Now, we did see these elementals in a few cutscenes and referenced in the first mission and a few subsequent missions in Clans. Unfortunately, we didn't see them. So this is going to be the first time we see elementals in a game for a very, very long time as far as MechWarrior is concerned. And it looks like, just based off that text now, I don't know this for sure, but it says in Jade Falcon and Smoke Jaguar combat. I don't think, just based off of that, I don't know yet. We'll have to find out. But I don't know if you'll actually be using them in the missions against the Drax. I don't know. And Drax is short for Draconis combined. The Karitas, the ones you're fighting against, I don't know. So we will have to find out. It's super cool. I'm so glad they're actually referencing it. Now you actually know what an elemental is. They didn't even describe that in the first one. Well, now you know. This is an elemental. This is a 1-ton suit. Yes, you heard me. Ton suit of advanced material science. Did I mention if you poke a hole in the elemental, it'll seal it up and inject them with morphine and other drugs to keep them going? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, you're missing part of your arm? Don't worry. I'm going to hard gel glue that stuff up really quick as a suit. You're not bleeding out. Oh, here you go. Morphine. You don't feel anything. Keep rocking on. That is clan elementals. Did I mention they're like, just think of the mountain on Game of Thrones. Yeah, he's like average. There you go. Welcome to clan elementals, genetically bred to just do shit. All right. We've got evolved combat fight on the hull of the Grizzly, the Ghost Bear command ship. Basically, this is just showcasing, hey, you're going to be fighting in space. Don't eject. You've been warned. Just saying. And then we've got a new threat, face the Iron Talon, a powerful new boss in the most intensive MechWarrior combat yet. That's some pretty bold statements here. I don't know really what we're looking at. Is this Mech Assault or is this MechWarrior? I don't know. I don't know what this blue orb is. I don't know. There's turrets up here doing work. I don't know what we're looking at here. I don't know if this is just particle effects from a gigantic PPC. I have no idea what we're looking at. But apparently it's going to be the most intense MechWarrior combat yet. Well, we'll be the judges of that, Piranha Games. But, we'll see. And yeah, so let's go ahead and scroll down here to free updates. Just like MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries, free updates. We've got some digital extras update. Don't know what that even means. I'm assuming some artwork, maybe some music. Cool. Side tangent. Whoever's doing these posts, give us a little bit tidbit. Tease us a little bit. Let us know, what does that even mean? Some wallpapers. You can decorate your walls with them. I don't know. Just tossing that out there. These are very vague. Trials of War update. Well, what is being updated from the Trials of War? I know it says more details coming soon, but tease us. I don't know. Also, this is a shipyard for warships. Very large shipyard. Alshane. Remember we talked about that earlier? Very important world for reasons. And then the elephant in the room, the thing I've been most excited for, and I pinged Russ on Twitter about, and that is mod tools early access. It's happening. Now, I am super excited about mod tools. I will also admit I did not get involved as much as I wanted to in the mod tools when it comes to mercenaries. There was reasons for that. This I'm super excited for. I'm wondering what we're going to be able to do in Unreal 5 with the mod tools. There's some reasons being, and I'll break them down. There's a certain dev who happens to interact quite a bit in Twitch chat. And he has said, and I quote, the mod tools are way better. It allows us to iterate very quickly and do things, and I'm excited. It's also updated from Mercs, where it'll allow you to string missions together very easily, whereas in Mercs was very, very difficult. So from his words, and I trust him, this should be really exciting. Also with it, I'm wondering if they're going to introduce their motion capture system. I'm assuming they're going to. I hope so. Hopefully we'll be able to use our phones and get in there and do these things. I'm looking forward to seeing what's capable. Obviously, there's a ton of mods in MechWarrior 5 Mercs. Will and can we do a ton of mods in clans? And that's really what I'm excited for, where someone, a Joe Schmo like me, maybe we form a team and we make something pretty epic as far as story-driven content. I hope so. So PGI, make it so, make it happen. Don't disappoint. Please. All right. We were made for this. By the way, found out today watching a MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries trailer. This wasn't the first time they used that line. Mercenaries. Just tossing out there. Flash Storm. 2 characters. We don't know who they are. I'm assuming it's the cons that were talked about. Okay. Bjorn Jorgensen and Aletha Kabrinsky. Sorry, I had to look up there. What are my thoughts on this? I'm glad to actually see a real DLC. We will obviously be checking this out. I'd like to know, what does this do to the base game? Obviously, is there anything changing for the Smoke Jaguar side of stuff? Is there any more updates happening in that? I don't know. I think maybe they're moving on. Will the storyline improve here? Will we enjoy it as much as we did with the clans? Obviously, we'll have to play it, sort of see what's going to happen here. But I'm excited to see Elementals. Of course, that's always a good thing. And of course, new story content with Battletech. But anyways, I just figured I'd let you guys know that this just came out today. And it is, of course, launching in April. I don't know what date. We don't have a date. Just says April. And it will be launching, of course, on all the platforms, just like before. But let me know if you are excited. Are you going to buy this? Are you going to wish list? Oh, which, by the way, they do ask you to wish list it. I guess it gives them some metrics to gauge, interaction and potential sales. But yeah, just based off of here, Elementals, I do believe those are Jade Falcon Elementals. I don't think the color scheme matches the Jaguars. And of course, I think what you'll be doing is fighting them in some type of trial. And I think you're going to be using Elementals for, I'm just spitballing here, but just based off of this, you're going to be using and having Elementals in fights for the trials possession for these specific mechs. The Ebon Jaguar, it's a Jaguar mech. You want that? Well, we're going to fight you and then we're going to take it. Same thing with the Night Gear as well. So anyways, guys, this has been sort of a news alert for MechWarrior 5 Clans and specifically Ghost Bear Flash Storm. Let me know again in the comments what you guys feel like. And of course, we do discuss all of this on stream. I do stream Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. Eastern through 4 p.m. I'll have a link to my Twitch page, but I also stream here on YouTube, which has been absolutely fantastic. So join us. Also join us on Discord. I'll have a link down below. And if you like this video, if you found it informative, you like what I do here, click the like button. That's all I ask. And any more is definitely appreciated. So anyways, come join us, come hang out live on stream. We'll be playing MechWarrior Online. You know, that PvP game that never gets promoted by Piranha Games as far as on their other products, but promotes their other products in MWO. Yeah, that one. We play it almost every single day and we have a lot of fun and you actually may really enjoy it. And when you get done and bored with clans and or mercs, you can come play and hang out with us and join us in our complaining about balance that's never ending problem and other little things, but also wishful thinking that we'll get a successor to MechWarrior Online that's been neglected. And we're hoping that one day, Piranha Games will bring us home and update that experience. Digress. I'll see you guys on the next video. Until next time. Peace.